So we're here today at the virtual ASCRS meeting, in an unusual circumstance for everyone, and we're joined with Shervin Korangy, who is CEO of BVI Medical. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Great to be on virtually.
And we wanted to talk a little bit about recent goings on or updates that you might have on behalf of BVI Medical in the current pandemic situation.
You know, our company is really the new offering for ophthalmology. Sometimes people ask, what's the new product you're bringing to market? Mm-hmm. And I'd say the product we're bringing to market is BVI overall. You know, we're a new company. We have long history and roots kind of within ophthalmology and a lot of the brands that we have, but we're a new company and a new entrant kind of into the space. So, you know, we pride ourselves on being entrepreneurial and a dynamic culture. You know, I think slowly people have started taking note of everything we're doing at the business. So it's exciting. I think with COVID and a virtual ASCRS, it's a little bit different, but again, as we've been building the company over the last couple of years, it's been great to just watch kind of you know, our customers and surgeons take note and want to be more involved with us.
Could you walk us through your virtual booth and what attendees might see or experience at the booth?
Yeah, I mean, what you'll see at the booth is an evolution of kind of our business. So we've started from a trusted blades and cannulas business, right, that we've expanded into custom pack offerings. That is now expanding even more broadly, I would say, globally. So the US, just with kind of timelines, regulatory timelines, a little bit different. But we did just recently in April receive an approval for our iPure. So it'll be the first and only really preloaded product in the US hydrophobic design that comes in 1 and 3 piece with yellow and clear optics. So 3-zone aspheric, but it really will provide the US market with a real alternative for a hydrophobic monofocal product. So that's an exciting one that you know, we'll be launching later this year, but certainly people will have access to that. Also separately, you know, broadly or across the world, we're launching many products this year. You know, we recently received European approval for our CryoTrek product. It's the first single-use handheld wireless device that performs ophthalmic cryosurgery. So we received European approval there. We are continuing on our US pathway as well. So it's really going to be a game changer, I would say, for cryo and laser treatments for retinal tears and detachments. So, you know, this was a problem that was really posed to us by many practitioners, and we kind of took a step back with our R&D teams and really started thinking through how we were going to solve that. And this product really addresses a lot of the logistical issues and needs that centers have had and surgeons have had in doing procedures like this. So we really think, again, that'll be such a game changer. Yeah,
that's great. And what are some of the resources that you're making available to surgeons as they prepare to re-enter their practices? Any virtual resources or anything like that you're helping them with?
Yeah, so we've been doing well, virtual and you know, physical as well. So you know, I think if we take a step back, we pride ourselves at BVI in listening to our ophthalmologists and our surgeons that we work with. One of the most common complaints that we've heard, you know, over the last several years, as we kind of surveyed the landscape, was that too many times industry wasn't listening to the practitioners. And so we've really tried to turn that on its head and really make a real push into doing that. And so we've tailored a lot of what we're doing in and around COVID to that as well. And I'll talk you through some of that. So during the kind of crisis period where a lot of procedures have been closed and shut down, we've tapped our own supply chain, realizing that we have, as one of the larger custom pack manufacturers out there, access to a lot of PPE for hospitals in need. So we tapped through that supply chain. We've donated thousands of PPE to hospitals in need in the US. um, purposed some of our product that were single-use instruments over in Europe that would serve purpose of treating COVID patients. So over in the continent as well as in the UK, we've supplied a lot. The other thing we've done has been a resource via virtual settings. We've run a lot of webinars for various trainings, received incredibly well, and we've enjoyed doing them. It's actually going to probably change the way we think about how we approach congresses, as well as how we interact with our surgeons and our customers. Because I think in a virtual setting, it allows for the flexibility for people to join or watch a follow-on recording, et cetera. So I think that'll be a bit of a change, and that's what we've done during the, as I said, crisis period. The other thing we've really focused on is supply as we come out of this. Mm-hmm. I'd say, conventional wisdom would tell you that you'd want to shut down your manufacturing facilities to save costs. And we didn't believe that was necessarily the case. We've obviously taken a lot of the measures needed to create social distancing at our facilities, provide protection for our employees. But at the same time, we've been running our plants at very high levels and building inventory, which again, contrary to, I would say, conventional wisdom, which would tell you to hunker down, squeeze out your inventory, right? Stop manufacturing. We've gone the other way. We built inventory because we believe there's a real opportunity, and there may be some supply chain disruptions with others out there as we come out of this, where we want to make sure that we're there for our customers and we're able to help support them through the ramp back up period, because I think there's going to be inevitably a period where centers are going to want to rebuild their pipeline of patients. They're going to, perform procedures on patients that were deferred during the kind of April, May time period. And as that happens, there's going to be a big pull on supply chain and product that will need to end up at these facilities to be able to perform procedures. So we've strategically positioned ourselves for that as well. So we're looking forward, not just during the crisis and how and what we could do, but also how we can position ourselves to help our customers as we come out of this. And then the last thing I'd point to is probably the most exciting of all this, right? So it's, again, listening to our customers, and a lot of the common feedback that we've gotten during this period is, hey, I'm going to be back and I'm going to be ready to perform my procedures, my surgeries, but I'm worried about our patients, right? The patients are going to be concerned coming into the center for their pre-op exam, even before they end up in the surgery room. So what we again have done is move very quickly, created a couple very key partnerships to pull together what we're calling a patient-focused, simplified version of PPE, where the patient will walk into the center, will be handed this single-use, pack designed for the patient, various sizes, and they'll put on the gown, the gloves, the mask, the shoe booties, the hair cover, and then they'll feel safe, right? They'll be safer because they'll be protected, and then they'll feel safe going through the procedure. So we think, again, talking to a lot of our customers, this is going to be a huge need and draw, because individual centers have a lot harder time sourcing, as the world is under kind of crisis for PPE. They have a harder time sourcing this type of product than a larger player like BVI would. So we again turn that to, instead of selling the classic product that we would get sold to within the space, we took that as an opportunity to say, hey, this is a huge need, and for us to get back to normalcy, we're going to have to actually be able to do this for our customers. So in the from concept to sourcing to partnership to getting product into the doctor's hands will be 8 weeks or so. So unprecedented speed and turnaround time by our organization, kind of end to end, to be able to set this up. So super excited about that, and hopefully for those of you who are interested, certainly reach out to our team as we'll make that available.